On some Ray Charles shit, bro. No needles.
It's not like I'm selling it.
I just like to get a little taste.
That's crazy.
I gotta get focused, man.
What is good, everyone out there in the world? Triangle Offense is back in the building, as always. Young Frost, live and present. And I can't do it without the squad. You know the squad.
Yo, Billy Paycheck. Hey. Oh my God. I almost said AAA. I'm tripping, bro.
Triple A?
But AKA Pickle Juice Jenkins was good.
And another one. I can't, bro. What inspired this one? I really got no inspired that one, bro.
This one I have no explanation for, man. It's just
that's dope, bro. Like you just be like all like hip fire with her, bro. Like no aim assist, no nothing, no, just boom, fire.
Just being a weirdo, man. Essentially.
Nah, there's no such thing as weird, just like there's no such thing as normal. But I'm gonna say that for another day.
Hey, man. Preach.
Shoot, don't get me started, bro. You know me. I'm on that Matrix shit, bro.
I know.
But nonetheless, man, artistics aside, as always, we're talking pro basketball. And you already know what today is. It's Throwback Thursday. And we got a good subject for today, dog. Got a good subject to rap about today, man. Today we're taking it back in the day, man, to discuss a squad that some people love and a lot of people hated for various reasons.
Oh, man.
Some people hated them for breaking up, the Lake Show and Boston Party in the 80s. Some people hated them because, they halted the ascension of the team that dominated in the 90s, the almighty Chicago Bulls. And some people just hate them because they were some goons, bro. Like certified goons.
Is it the dirtiest team ever you're referring to?
I think they own the title as the dirtiest team ever, bro. You already know that. You speak dirty in basketball, you have to bring up the bad boys, pause, the Detroit Pistons, man. Led by Isaiah Thomas, Bill Lambert, Dennis Rodman, Joe Dumars, and a legion of goons, bro. Like, this team was loaded with goons, bro.
Bro.
But, like, when you think about that, what comes to mind, bro, when somebody mentions the bad boys, man? Like, what comes to your mind, bro?
Man, first off, just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I try not to be too negative, so my first thought of him is a good thought, like Isaiah being a beast and playing on that broken ankle, bro.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Just going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my first thought initially. And then I go, Bill Lambert is a hoe. That's the second thought.
I'm in the same boat with you there to some degree because I think like, they, like when, the whole thing when like Dennis Rodman said what he said about Larry Bird and, then Isaiah kind of followed suit behind him, I'm like, as inappropriate as that is to say, I mean, he did kind of have a point though. You know what I mean? Like it just...
Nah, if Larry Bird was black, he'd still be in the GOAT conversation.
You think so, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think he'd be as heralded. I mean, we got a show coming in the near future about the Birdman, to acknowledge him and all, but I don't know, bro. I don't think he wouldn't be as heralded if he was, because let's be honest, bro, like Larry Bird, given like his physical limitations, the dude was a monster.
Super beast.
You know what I mean? And I think, and for me, that like when I hear what they said about, that's kind of what I'm getting out of it. It's like if he was black, but like with that same level of athleticism and able to do the same stuff, I don't know, man. That's just how I feel, though. You know what I mean?
But what made him different is his clutch and like just super competitiveness, bro.
True, man. As he said in his own words, man. Can't run,
jump,
that back pathetic.
I do want to tweak I'll tweak. I wouldn't agree with that, but if they worded it different and said if Larry Bird was black, he wouldn't be as heralded in Boston. I 100% agree with that.
Oh, that's a fact, bro. I mean, I firmly. I mean, how many examples do we need? I know things that kind of changed after, after they were in obscurity for forever.
Yeah.
But it's almost like
But
karma
back in
kind of
them
bit the
days,
cheeks, bro. Balls, but yeah, back in the days, bro. Like, nah, don't get me started on the mean streets of Boston. How they treated black folks, bro. Another day, another storyline, but nonetheless, man, with the bad boys, man. I mean, a lot of people hate them for obvious reasons, man. But like you said, man, we got to focus on the good stuff, man. And this, as filthy as they were, bro, like a lot of teams. I mean, when you think about it, teams could have did the same stuff back to them.
yeah.
And fight fire with fire, bro. But that wasn't viewed as classy. They were willing to wear the black hat, be viewed as the villains. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's kind of like I try to find that balance. Like, do I view them as anti-heroes or do I view them as pure heels? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they gotta be heels, man.
For sure. Like it almost reminds me the same way. Like, I don't know how well you kept up with wrestling in the '90s, bro, but it kind of reminds me. I like how in WCW they had the NWO, and it's they were pure bad guys, right? But at the same time, bro, they were fire though. You know what I mean? That's kind of the thing with the bad boys, man. Because obviously, if they hadn't been who they were, we all, I think we're all kind of in unison. Michael Jordan would have been Michael Jordan if he didn't have to do what he went through to beat the Pistons.
Nah, that's a reach too, because his competitive spirit was there. They did present that wall for him to climb. Pause.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been, his hunger would have lasted as long as his love for the game lasted.
Mm-hmm.
They presented that challenge to make, you know what I mean?
That's
make
what
him
I'm
love
saying.
it even more. But you just know how different players are different, bro. And he's just that competitive, dog, that I don't think it would have made a difference. I think it played a role in his greatness for sure, but
for sure it did.
Without that, he was still Michael Jordan, bro.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think he would have been. I don't think he would have dominated in the '90s the way that he did if it wasn't for going through what he went through in Detroit, because they just weren't going to fold over, bro. You know what I mean? And it's one thing to be wired a certain way. It's a whole nother thing, bro, to be taking a physical beating in a sport that's really not designed to be physical. You know what I'm saying? And be able to fight through the dirtiness, the missed calls, the physical punishment that they was putting on not only just him and his teammates. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely prepared him for later wars with the Knicks, who damn near implemented the same tactics, bro.
Knicks, the Pacers, bro. Shoot. Yeah. Just that physicality, man.
But the Pistons did it to the extreme, bro.
Man, like they said their own words, bro. I think I remember watching the Bad Boys documentary, and I just recall them talking look, man, if he comes to the lane, make sure you knock his, put him on, make sure he don't land on his feet, put him on the ground.
That's why I don't like the Bad Boy Pistons, bro. Because if you're gonna play that bad guy role, own that shit. It wasn't only when Jordan was in the lane. It didn't matter where he was. I just watched one clip. Jordan's running on the wing. This nigga Isaiah just stops and flips him over, and Jordan just rolls out of bounds because he low-key did a hip toss type move. Bro, what does that have to do with the lane, bro? Stop lying. There was a time Bill Laimbeer laid it up or whatever. Somebody made the bucket, and he's running back up to get on defense, and Michael Jordan standing in front of him. He just pushes through him. That's nowhere near the lane. The play hasn't even started yet. You gotta accept your role if that's the role you choosing, bro.
But I honestly think that they did, and that's the beautiful part about it, bro. Is crazy as it is. I mean, Laimbeer said it himself. He had no problem being the bad guy. He had no problem wearing a black hat. Somebody had to do it. As grimy as he is, bro, I can respect the hell out of him at the same time. Because it's one thing to be that kind of player, and like you said, not own it. It's another thing to have that kind of balls, pause, and just be willing to own that shit. I don't give a fuck. This is who I am. But like it is what it is. What you gonna do about it?
Man, I agree with you on that point, but
And that's all
man,
I
they
ask.
still seem petty though. You know what I mean?
There's no
They-
question.
Like
There's no
even
question, Smitty.
Isaiah, like still questioning why he got left off of the dream team. Like, bro,
He knows.
you know
damn well
why?
he got left on the
Yeah.
team,
So
bro.
what are you even playing this empathy? Now you want empathy road? Like, come on, dog. Like,
In retrospect, though, I will say this. I would have gladly liked to have seen Isaiah Thomas on the team ahead of Karl Malone, and I'll take that one to the grave. You know why
Hey,
I feel
man.
that way.
Yeah, because he is, the definition of a dirtbag, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. Scumbag
That's-
definition, the Karl Malone's photos next to it.
That's
It's what
another
it is.
episode too, man. I got mad beef with him. Pause. That sounds crazy.
Oh, no worry, man. We will give the mailman his flowers eventually. You know how we roll, bro.
Dog. But yeah, man, it just seems like even the fact that we talking about Larry Bird
Mhm.
and how he still hates Lambeer to this day. It's like, you know why. Like, don't
Yes.
I feel like they did an interview with him and with Lambeer, and he was like, I don't really know what he has against me, but I don't give a hell. I don't like him either. That's pretty much what his response was. Don't quote me. But it's like, you know what the hell he got against you, bro.
The fact that he literally tried to take his head off, bro.
Dog.
Coming down from a rebound.
How many damn years off of his career did he take it off that nigga's back?
Ain't no telling, bro. I mean, you talking like you talking like blunt force, like you're basically choking this man on the way down with the pit of your arm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And against hardwood floor, he could have a concussion for all that, bro.
It's crazy, and it's for nothing. Like most of what Lambeer was doing out there was in no way strategy towards a play. He was mad times where he wasn't even going for the ball, bro. He's clearly just trying to kill shit.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know, bro. When you ain't got the you can't match somebody's athletic talent. Like I said, the scary part about it is he acknowledges everything that we're saying about him, bro, and he doesn't give two shits. Literally, bro. Literally, like the fact that he's totally fine with being labeled that dirty guy, but he prided himself on the fact that he could break somebody mentally and literally get in their head from all those physical tactics and take them off their game. Because ultimately that's what their goal was, you know, a different, not the most honorable way of approaching that, but that's what the goal was, you know. But
man, and I can respect it if like they said it was like going to the rim. Because who's going to stop MJ going to the rim? So if you got to foul him a little harder, and that's what the game was like back then, do you? But that extra stuff, man, the wrestling moves and all that shit, it's like, what's going on?
yeah, he ain't with a jackknife powerbomb. I wouldn't go that far, but
bro,
there's definitely some clotheslines and extra. And like you said, hip toss is going on.
Man.
I forgot about that play, bro. With the hip toss on the sideline. Oh man, I forgot about that. That's wild. But yeah, man. Like I said, man, for me, it's really hard to like decipher like who that team is, man, and like where their place is in history, man. Because you also have to respect the fact outside of Isaiah, they really didn't have like another superstar. They had good role players and fringe stars, but nobody else that was like could sit, that could sit at the GOAT at their position. I mean, the closest thing you got there is Dennis Rodman, as far as like being that defender, but he wasn't even Dennis Rodman yet. He wasn't as advanced as he became in his career at that point. You know what I mean?
Real talk. But Joe Dumars was nice too, but I feel
nice.
you like he wasn't the same level of star as Isaiah.
Yeah,
I might respect like Joe, just like because there's not a lot of instances of Joe being dirty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it?
Not at all, bro.
Okay.
Not to the degree of them. Really, it's centered around the bigs, bro. with a little bit of Isaiah Thomas being sprinkled in there and there.
Yeah,
but
he was going crazy too, man. Like,
he was. Doing? I mean, Isaiah was like that little pit, that little baby pit bull, man, that didn't quite grow up, but he could still like, bite your ankles and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still like, man, I can't stand, man. I'm knock your little, man. Nah, I ain't trying to mess with him, bro. You evil.